You know Josh Maxwell, right?
Your boss? Of course.
He's more than just my boss, Sadie. He's our alpha.
What does that mean?
It means he's in charge of everything. What he says goes, period.
You have no say in the matter?
Not unless we want to leave the pack, sweetie. Do you understand?
No, not at all.
He sighed in frustration. I'm trying here, baby. It's not as easy to explain as I expected.
Then just start from the beginning. How long have you been like this? He chuckled.
I was born this way. Well, technically I was 19 when I shifted for the first time, so I suppose that's the answer you're looking for.
Okay, so was I born this way too then?
Yes, but we didn't know for sure.
Explain.
Your mother was my true mate, but some will tell you that's impossible because she was human. I know what I felt, though, and my wolf recognized her as ours the first second we laid eyes on her.
I know how much you loved her, I whispered. I hadn't known my mother. She had died in childbirth the night I was born. I only knew her through my father's stories. There was no doubt in my mind how much he loved her.
I still miss her every day. For me, there will never be another.
Did she know what you were? What I am? He shook his head sadly.
It actually wasn't Josh, but his father who put a gag order on me preventing me from ever revealing my true nature to your mother. And at your birth, he included you, too. Because your mother was human, there was a 50-50 chance if you would even get a wolf. He justified it, saying that if you never got a wolf, then without the knowledge of the pack, you could never pose a threat to us. You'd simply grow up and move on in human ignorance.
You disagreed?
Of course I did. You're my daughter, and even if you never received your animal spirit, you should still know your heritage.
I considered that for a moment. If I didn't receive a wolf, but went on to later have kids, could they have had a wolf?
I don't know. There's not much knowledge of human shifter relations within the pack, and that unknown terrified enough people that no one questioned the Alpha's order. I suppose it could be possible, though.
And what did he expect to do if I did get my wolf?
Deal with the aftermath and explain things when the time came, as I'm trying to do now.
I don't even remember Josh's father. I was so young when he died. Why didn't Josh retract the order? Did you even ask him to? My dad stared at me in horror, and then slowly shook his head.
By then you were already thriving in the human schools, and I considered that maybe he was right.
Are you kidding me? So you just let me learn by myself? Alone and scared, stuck in fur on my prom night? Daddy, how could you? I had never felt so betrayed.
Don't you think I would go back and change everything if I could? What's done is done, Sadie.
So am I going to shift into this beast every full moon now? He laughed.
No, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. You are what you are. The moon has nothing to do with it. You can shift between your skin and fur anytime you choose. It takes a little getting used to it, but the first shift is always the hardest, and that's behind you now.
Dad, if I hadn't have left before I did, I could have exposed my whole school to this. How many shifters are there at my school?
None that we're aware of. It's a human school, Sadie.
I thought about that for a moment, and then it hit me. Remy goes to the pack school, doesn't he? That whole school borders thing is bullshit, isn't it? I'd grown up unable to attend school with my best friend because we were supposedly living in different districts. Jeremy, Remy Maxwell, lived down the road from me. It was about a mile, but he had started coming around when we were just kids and had always been in my life. I knew he could be a little weird sometimes. He used to tell me to stay out of the woods when we heard wolves in the area. I always thought he was scared of the wolves, I whispered.
What did you say?
Remy. I always thought he was terrified of the wolves in the area.